Like, who really did think about mailing somebody shit, the man? Okay, now what are you saying? What we're doing tonight is something different. It's a little story time. About this time, a lady that I know mailed her ex-husband dog shit. Ain't funny, you know, but it was his Christmas gift. But okay, so apparently, I said her ex-husband. Well, it was her ex-husband, and apparently at the time they were attempting to give things another try or whatever. This was a long time ago. I was probably like 7, 8. I had to call her to get like some of the details because I want to share this story, but I promised I wouldn't share her identity. She's a friend of the family, and I used to go by her house sometimes. So one time I was on the porch with her. I think it was her back porch, and I remember her like collecting the dog poop, and I was like, oh, okay, so you clean up after the dog, let me help you. She was like, no, that's not what I'm doing. I was like, wait, why you putting that in a jewelry box? I remember this part. She was putting it in a little gold square. It was like, it could have fit in my palm, a square gold jewelry box. And I was like, how come you putting the dog poop in there? She was like, because I go and mail it to somebody. And I was like, what? Like, huh? I was so confused. And I don't really remember everything in between. So, like I said, I had to call her. So we were talking about it, and she said apparently what happened is that they were attempting to give things a second try because they were already divorced and he wanted to try again. And she was still loving, so she was like, okay, cool, you know. So he had come back from the States because he had moved away. And he was staying with her and their kids or whatever. Or maybe like their last kid, I think. And he was cheating. She found out like right before Thanksgiving. Like, no, right after Halloween, around Halloween time. And the night that he leave her and her kid was the night of her kid's birthday. So, yeah, I guess he had it coming. So anyways, fast forward a little bit now. She said a sandwich bag full of dog shit. And she put it in a little gold jewelry box, making think again a nice little piece of jewelry from Main Street. Main Street is where like all the stores is for the tourists and stuff, where like the jewelry stores and stuff is. So yeah, the box had come from there. I think she had like her best friend pick it up for her or something. I don't know, they're crazy. But she mail it. She said she wrap it up nice. She said with the neatest gift she ever wrapped in her life. Yo, when she was retelling me this story, right, it was so funny because she was laughing with it. But she said it was the neatest gift she ever wrapped in her life. And the day that he was supposed to pick it up from the post office, because she literally went and mailed it, so it went through the mailing process and come back to his address. She tell him, yeah, your package ready, you know, you could go pick it up. And he was like, okay, well, I go in off island today, so I gonna pick it up. No, I go in off island tomorrow, so I gonna pick it up in the morning before I leave. She said, okay. So the day of when he was going to pick up the package, I remember her coming up by the house, and I was so happy to see her because she used to be, you know, fun, you know, she just give me a little jokes and stuff, even though she was older. And she was like, yeah, I come to watch him pick up the package. And I was like, you really mail him dog poop? And she was like, yeah. I couldn't say shit back then, but I could say shit now. And I was like, you really mail it to him? She was like, yeah. I was like, oh wow, this is crazy. I was like, so wait, you gonna watch him pick it up? She was like, yep. Because from my house over the one post office, so when somebody, you could stand on my porch and see when somebody like go in the door and come back out the door. Well, she sat on our porch and she waited until he was about to go pick it up, and she had tell him to call her when he was on his way. So he called her and was like, yeah, I am my window, I'm about to walk inside. She said, yeah, what you wearing? And I don't know, me ain't been on my porch in a minute, so I don't remember if like during the day you could see you could see exact colors. You can't see like faces, but you could see colors and you could see people. So I think he had tell her what color shirt he was wearing, and she was like, wave your hand, and then he waved it, and she was like, okay, I see you. So she was like, all right, I hope you enjoy it. He was like, okay, thanks again. He thinking they cool because they were still friends before they had tried to give it a second try or whatever. So I guess after everything, it was like a couple months after, because this was right after Christmas, and the whole walkout thing happened like early November, late October. I think it was early November. So we had like a good month. She let a good month pass, so he could think, things sweet. And I think she had also say that, I think she had also include her daughter name, Maybe not. Maybe she didn't include her child name. But either way, he thought things were sweet, but he was actually getting something not so sweet. So she would see when he walk in the door, see when he walk out the door. And she say, watching him walk in and out that door was the greatest personal satisfaction she ever felt. Actually, hold on. I write down what she told me. Okay. Yeah. She said watching him walk in and out was the best personal satisfaction, like the greatest feeling ever. Like she never felt so satisfied until she watched him walk in and out that door for that gift. And she know him, so she know that he keep it in his pocket. And since he was traveling, he didn't open it till he arrived at his final destination or whatever. So he had a box of shit in his pocket the whole time that he was traveling. And I was like, yo, you wild. Oh, like, I just find out about the whole keeping it in his pocket for the whole flight thing. So I was like, wow, you wild bad. And she laughing and she think it's the funniest thing ever. So he never tell her like nothing about it, but she know for a fact that he opened it. And she said it don't even matter, because as long as she have feel a little satisfaction that she feel, that's all that matter at the end of the day. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. She was like, but wait, there's more. It had a note too. I said, what? What a note say? She said, yo, even, what she say? Oh, she said the note has say, you're even lower than this sucker dog shit, love always. And I was like, you do what? She write it in her niece's handwriting. That's what it was, so it could look like it was typed. I guess she have a nice handwriting, like really small or whatever. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. Imagine thinking that you getting something good and it's a bag of shit. Literally a bag of shit. Like, you can imagine that? So the moral of the story is, when you give shit, you get shit. And that's it. That's all. I can't believe that, like, I can't believe a box of shit literally went through the post office, through the airport, or about Camino, if you were going St. Croix, St. John's, Tatola, or if you were going to the States. But that shit traveled with him in his pocket the whole way. It's crazy. But thanks for joining me for this little story time. A couple people have wanted me to tell it because they thought it was the funniest thing ever. Because they couldn't believe it. Like, who really did think about mailing somebody's shit, the man? Yo, wow. Anyways, check my name later. I ain't gonna always have a moral to my stories, but this one, that moral is a really good one. When you give shit, you get shit. I really like. I can remember that. I like it. When you check my name later, see how you whenever, I don't know. But I out.